So I've come to the conclusion that you are a dirty TT, and I want nothing to do with you anymore.
A dirty TT.
Yes.
I am a dirty TT.
What is up, everybody? Bobby here, the Nintendo Guru, joined by the amazing, the wonderful Holly. What is up, Holly?
Hi, it's me.
We have another episode of Breaking Bells here. We're going to throw at people, and today we are on my channel, obviously, because you're here, and you would. What else? Where else would you be?
Where else would you literally be?
So today I want to talk about Animal Crossing terminology for newbies. There are a lot of terms that are thrown around that I feel like new players are just like, what are you even talking about? So I have a short list of words. Maybe you could come up with a few too that that you might have later. But so the first thing is my gates are open, and I think that might sound okay in previous games. Because there was actual gates that opened up. And I think that's where the term comes from. And I don't think people recognize that might be where it comes from. But what that means is someone is coming. My gates are opened up now. You can come to my town.
Yeah.
If we're friends, it's basically letting you like, hey, the access point's here.
Yeah.
You know, do what you want to do.
Yeah.
So the next one I have is so-and-so is in boxes.
Oh, I like this one. Yeah, because I was very confused at this when I first started playing, and it crept in.
What's it mean to you?
So when a villager is in boxes, it's what happens. So when your villager says they want to leave, it's the stage that they are at the next day when their house is just full of boxes.
Yes.
So it's kind of like if you imagine your villager is just in a little box. That's how I think of it. Yeah. And I think that's where the whole they're in boxes, because you just then going to pass them over to someone.
Yes.
And then the day after is when they're actually moved out.
Yes.
So
yeah. And it's weird because they're also in boxes the first day they're there.
Yeah.
But typically when you hear whatever character is in boxes, that means they're on their way out. And if you want them, come get them. It's basically what they're trying to say. NMT.
Oh, yeah.
This is a big one. I mean, it's a big one because it uses kind of as currency anymore. NMT is Nook Mile tickets. And it's funny because for a while, people kept calling. I'm like, what the heck is NMT? Like, what are they talking about?
What is this?
Yeah, like, what is this word? Like, what is even happening? So, I mean, that's just basically what that means. This is another one. And I'll let you take this one. What is tipping or donations?
Oh, so we've actually kind of covered this a little bit.
But that's fine. This
so,
is for newbies.
Tipping is when, say, for example, if someone opens up their island for you to use their services, like sell turnips or speak to Celeste, anything like that, because you've allowed them to come over, they can leave a tip. Or when you mean donations, do you mean to like bridges and stuff that you're building?
No. Donations is for the same thing. It's the same thing. Because people call it different things. You call it tipping, people call it donations.
So it's just kind of like real world tipping, I guess. Yeah. Someone does a service and then you can tip them if you want to.
So basically in my world, what it means is if the Nooks are selling or buying turnips for, 630 bells, and I've opened my gates to you, that means that when you come in and you sell your turnips to them, you leave a little tip on the way out. Meaning you leave a little bag of bells on the way out. And that's basically what it boils down to, is what that is. Duping.
Ooh.
Duping is a kind of controversial one. It can be.
Yeah.
But I think that it's used so often that people aren't really sure what it means. And basically, in a nutshell, what it means is when I take I take an item and I duplicate it and I hack it and I get multiples of that same item.
Yeah.
And Nintendo has been having a hard time with this game stopping it.
Yeah.
New Leaf was just as bad. New Leaf, they never patched it out.
Yeah.
They just left it there.
They were like, do you know what? We're off. See ya.
Yeah, they just basically New Leaf, they like dropped it and they're like, okay, see you guys later. 3 years later, we're going to give you a patch, but we're not going to talk about anything. We talked about this previous times, like different people have different feelings on
Yeah.
duping, but duping is essentially, when you hear that, that means that the item is duplicated to make
Yeah.
multiples of
So it's
the
not
item.
an original. It's literally just a copy of an item that they actually had.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
What does terraforming mean?
Terraforming is when you can use your island planner to hack away at your island, put paths down, build cliffs, put water places. So it's just like how you overhaul your island from like a terrain point of view.
Yes.
Which I guess is where the terra comes from.
Yes.
Yeah. I've got one.
Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. One that really confused me at first was give me your code.
Oh.
And I don't know if this confused you, Bobby. Do you know what? I don't know why. I think it's because, okay, I'll explain first of all. So when someone says give me your code is your dodo code, and it's also referred to as a DC, which in a lot of games means disconnect. So
well, it also another thing that like when I'm doing things where people are coming to my when I'm doing island tours and I'm doing on streaming, I'll say like drop your dodos in the
dodos. Yeah,
dodos is another thing.
And it's just the code that you get from the airport, which you can either put in to go to someone's island or you can give to someone for them to come to you. And it's just a good way of, I guess, not having to be friends with someone, but allowing them to come around.
It is. That's all it is. It's a way to let someone come in and not have to worry about exchanging friend codes and all that nonsense. We started the show off with TT, and that's time traveling.
Yeah.
You'll see that a lot, like TT, or if people call people TT or whatever. It's like it's time traveling. What TT is. One more I have that I want to throw at you is if I was to post somewhere that Bill is crafting, what would that mean to you?
That would mean that Bill is currently working on a DIY, so you can then go and speak to them and then get that DIY.
Yeah.
They just give you a little DIY card, and then if you've already got the DIY, though, they'll give you a spare.
They'll give you a spare. But the reason why that means something is when that gets told in a group, a lot of people might be like, well, why do I care that your animal is crafting? The reason why is that you can then come to the town and speak to it, and he will give you a DIY as well. Every person that talks to him, he'll hand a DIY out. So, another one is villager hunts.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And this is when someone actually has a spare or an empty slot in their town where the maximum is 10 villagers in your town. And when I say villagers, I mean NPCs, I mean animals in your town. I'm not talking about like your friends or whatever, what other profiles you have.
Yeah.
So you have 10 spots. If one person leaves, that means you have 9. That means one person can move in.
Yeah.
What'll happen is they'll either like move in or they'll show up at your campsite and you can invite them in. But people do hunts, and what hunts are is where you take a bunch of Nook Mile tickets and you start going to the islands.
Yeah.
And you do these specialty islands, and when you go, there'll be an animal on the island, and you'll speak to them. If you like them, you can ask them to move in, and they will move in the next day. So that's what hunting is.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a smaller one is frags, and this is what I use. So when you get shooting stars or a meteor shower, anything like that, the next day you comb the beach for star fragments, but people just shorten it to frags.
Yes.
Large frags, small frags.
Yes.
That's a small one, but.
So for now, that's all I have. I don't know if you have any more.
Gosh, no. The only thing I will say, and I know you literally hate this word, is I feel like the word dreamies is used more in this game than it's been used in any of the others. Yeah. Because everyone in this game is about their dreamies.
Yeah, and dreamies are your most aspired and wanted animals.
Yeah, like your dream list, your dreamies.
Yes.
Can you say that word, Bobby? Can you just say...
We're not saying that.
I love...
So that is all. Thank you guys for watching another episode. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please slap the like button down below. Share it with all your friends. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you know what's going on around here. You can follow me Instagram, Twitter, at Nintendo Gurus. Check out Holly over on Twitter, at Holly Crossing with 2 eyes. That is all. Oh, by the way, before that is all, if you have terms that you're not sure about or whatever, leave them in the comments below. We'll be sure to answer them. Should have said that earlier, but whatever. Peace out, Preston.
Bye.